today's mobility training tip, we are looking at low back pain again, but we're specifically looking at it from the perspective of when I bend. So if I'm in a guard passing scenario, I'm in that bending position where I'm bending down towards my opponent, or anytime I'm bending throughout my day. If I'm some form of my hips are hinging, I'm having to round my spine. That hurts, that triggers my back pain. What can I do? So we always, when we have an area that's injured, and this is like kind of from my perspective, like I deal with this every day personally. When we have an area of our body that really hurts, a lot of pain trigger, we look to avoid the pain trigger. And I found that actually, yes, we have to guard against it. If we're bending, we need to hinge in that round. So meaning we do like a straight leg deadlift. But we need to actually train the range of motion in which we are hurt. We need to train it safely so we can communicate to our body to move in a solid fashion. So today we're going to look at how we can round the spine, how we can create that roundedness to the spine in a safe fashion to communicate to our body that, okay, we can get here, we can still be structurally stable, so that in those cases where it's an uncontrolled setting and we have to bend, say in a match or in our sport of choice, we can do so without having those brakes on in our nervous system. So we go to classic all fours position here. Okay, so we're closing our hips off where less likely chance of getting hurt. If we were standing and bending, more chance of getting hurt. So we're here and we're doing classic cat-cow. We can inhale, we create our U shape. So this should feel good with low back disc issues. You know, a little herniated disc, a little pinched nerve, whatever you want to call it. But then we're going to work on the rounding. So we're only going to really focus on the low back here, but I still kind of add in the head here, and just lightly inhale, exhale. Not a little long. And if you want to go really slow, you can. If you want to go faster, you can. But wherever the pain trigger is, so obviously the rounding, this is more of your pain trigger, you always want to time your exhale with that. And if you want to do some of your extension with your exhale as well, that's fine. But always make sure you're exhaling when you're round here. Don't go overboard on this rounded, okay? We still want to keep, when we're going about our day, we're going about our movement on the mat, we want to keep that natural lumbar curve, okay? You know, making that right there where we tuck it under, that will exacerbate some of our issues. But again, communicating that to our body will say, okay, we can go to this range of motion, we can perform here, we can be confident here. And also our body doesn't know, say, its full extension capabilities unless it knows its flexion capabilities. So together, we're kind of working both ends of the spectrum here. And I'm not going too far into it, I'm just giving it just enough. So you can add that into your low back priming sequence. You know, we're doing some all fours work, alternate arm and leg. On your back, the same thing. Except we don't have stability ball. You know, it's all going to be in the same playlist, so you'll be able to refer to it in the description below. But add that in. I'd like to do at least, say, 10 to 20 of those. Don't overdo it when you're early in the day, but that little spinal segmentation there is going to go a long way in giving you more confidence to experience different ranges of motion with your spine, different movements, different hinging, different bends and such. And hopefully it'll help you relieve your pain triggers, which many times for the low back pain is forward flexion. So guys, if you took value from that video, could you please like, comment, or subscribe, share to a friend? It'd be greatly appreciated. And as always, I have my goods down in the description below. My 12-week training program, email list, all of that there if you want to hear from me more. But as always, friends, stay mobile. Have a good day. Peace.